Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. I've had a really nice break of about, 10 days from having to read stuff about Meghan and Harry and the rest of the royals, and to be honest, I've absolutely enjoyed it. The only thing I have to say about Meghan and her miscarriage story is that she could be, in my opinion, using it to prove that she actually carried Archie, and secondly, and I think more likely, she could use it to justify having a surrogate for her next pregnancy due to possible reasons connected to the miscarriage. That's my thoughts. As for the blatant plagiarism in her description of the event, why is anyone surprised? Well, Harry seems to be unintentionally winding everybody up at the moment. His interview on Water Bear, Harry gives advice on how to take affirmative action against climate change. He was referring to us all as being raindrops. I mean, what is he thinking? He seems to be living in fairyland. They're all taking the mickey out of him in the papers. My first thought was that raindrops are sort of thawed out snowflakes, aren't they? So bless him. And in his speech about the environment and how we can help preserve it, he's been using very weird language which has overcomplicated what he's trying to put across. It's as if he's been given woke key phrases to use, and due to not understanding what he's talking about, uses them out of context, almost as if he gets a reward from Meghan for every time he uses a certain phrase. The way he's talking about Mother Nature at times sounds almost as if he's talking about Meghan, when he says things such as, and I quote, "We take so much from her and we really give a lot back." The media are calling Harry a hypocrite. People have had enough of reading or listening to them. One Twitter user said, and I quote, "Some are raindrops, Harry, and some are flakes." End of quote. Now he says that COVID was a punishment from Mother Nature. Can you believe this? He implies that the virus is punishing old people for their bad behaviour. He asks, did the elderly and vulnerable deserve to be punished? Unbelievable. No wonder viewers are fuming about this. One expert suggested that Harry lacks confidence around the topic that he's addressing and is using obscure speak to sound more knowledgeable to avoid criticism by wrapping up his ideas in mild confusion. I mentioned in a previous video that I felt that he was afraid of failure and that he was lacking in confidence. It makes you wonder why he is still doing these very public interviews and gives such strong opinions on a subject he knows little about. It would be pretty embarrassing if it was at a dinner party with a few friends, but to be putting himself out there for the whole world to witness his bumbling speeches, it's surprising his PR have not advised him to keep quiet until he has learnt more about his subject and also learnt more about how to put his ideas forward coherently. Some comments are saying that Harry needs to wake up because he's coming across as either taking drugs or he's actually losing the plot, and his wife could end up as his power of attorney. I don't think this should be treated lightly because it does happen, and if she was, she would control all his estate and his massive inheritance, which he'll have everything by the age of 40, I think. All the suggestions that they own Frogmore and that they are allowing Eugenie and Jack to live there, even suggestions that they will be paying them rent, is an absolute joke. Frogmore belongs to the Crown estate. Harry and Meghan cannot let it out to anyone. All the vitriol towards Prince Charles and Camilla due to the Crown series must be very difficult for them. They went through it when Diana did her interview at the time, and Camilla more than paid for her mistakes, and she kept her head down over the years and did her duty, supported Charles, and eventually won over the support of many people who originally despised her. Prince Charles also went through many years of criticism due to his treatment of Diana. The Crown series is now giving the younger generation, who do not remember the actual events when they happened with Charles and Diana, so they believe that what the Crown is depicting is the actual truth. For those of us who remember those days, we knew that Diana went through it with Charles, but we also knew that he was a product of his upbringing and so came across as indifferent to her suffering. It's a shame, in my opinion, that the royal family refused to cooperate with Netflix in the making of this series. They would have had a say in the way that things will be portrayed. They could have given Netflix some really juicy details that would be no loss to them, that would appease the public's appetite for such things and gain some control over the narrative, so that the real damaging details would not be exaggerated or manipulated in a way to create a very different story from the truth. But they chose not to, and now they have to reap the consequences of that. It must be concerning to them to know that it's likely that Meghan and Harry will appear as themselves in the final episodes, as it brings it up to the present day. So what do you all think? Are any of you actually watching The Crown, and should I watch it? Should I subscribe, watch it, and maybe make a video about it? Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like if you liked it. Ding my bell for more alerts for more videos, and share. Bye.